everyone, today I'll share with you how the College Tutorial Center can help students. Slide. Most college students will agree that college experience is not an easy one. At least we struggle with one thing during our academic career. Do you agree with me on this? These challenges are bigger for students who still work on their English like ESL students who are English as their second language. Slide. According to National Center for Education Statistics, about 10% of US public school students are ESL students, and the number increased to 20% in certain states like California. Julie Rothman and her colleagues from Columbia University found in their research, although ESL students face many of the same challenges as native English speakers, they must also deal with additional problems that specifically from a lower level of comfort with the English language. For example, while a native speaker student might feel comfortable getting instruction orally, an ESL student might feel more comfortable with the written instruction that can be reread several times. Also, in today's society, college professors are often overwhelmed by the number of students they teach. In addition, Madeline Armour, in her academic article As Times and Student Change Can Faculty Change to mention, professors are becoming increasingly detached from their students' experiences and do not always have the knowledge or ability to refer ESL students to the appropriate resources. As a college student, I cannot emphasize enough how much the tutorial center has helped me. Besides my English classes, they also help me with my other classes, including communication class. I'm very thankful for it. Because I feel strongly about the benefits of tutorial centers, especially for ESL students, so today my goal is to persuade other ESL students to take advantage of these resources as much as they can. Also to convince professors to more encourage their students to seek assistance at tutorial centers. Finally, I will encourage non-ESL college students to seek tutoring too and to consider becoming peer tutors at their school's tutorial center. First, I will outline some of the problems faced by ESL students in college. Perez and Morrison, counselors at Fairfield University, found in their studies that ESL students are a diverse group with individuals from many different nations, cultures, socioeconomic status, religious backgrounds, abilities, and more. In addition, Von Beltenau, a professor at Lund University, mentioned that some of these factors, such as socioeconomic status, intersect with with students' language learning process, which makes speaking English more difficult. For example, an ASL student who must also work a part-time job while attending school and learning English will face greater challenges than a fluent English-speaking student from a low-income family. Other challenges are related to the English language or learning process itself. For example, even an advanced level ESL student may struggle with regional dialects and slang. Also, they have a tendency to much depend on translation and their friends' assistance, which does not help them develop their own English language skill. Moreover, professors also experience challenges that could be alleviated by the increased use of tutorial centers. According to Sabah et al., professor at McGill University, there are several factors that can contribute to professor burnout, like high workload. They also explain professorial burnout has a negative effect on the quality of student education. If the professor burns out, they will not be able to assist students professionally. Therefore, the college tutorial center could be a bridge between student and professor. Now, I will present some of the benefits tutorial centers. Slide. While I'm doing my research for this paper, I found many studies have shown that college tutorial centers have tangible benefits on the academic success of students who utilize the resources on a regular basis. This is true not only of ESL students but also college students as a whole. For example, Eric Cooper, a psychologist, says study results indicate that students who use tutorial center more than 10 times per quarter had GPAs that 0.2 points higher than GPAs of students who did not receive tutoring frequently. Also, Amefufor and Saxton, professor from Indiana University, divine. Research has shown that tutorial center can be especially helpful to international ESL students who not only benefit academically but also on a social dimension. Moreover, Belen Frost, professor from University of Alabama, explained, study has found that students who attend their school's writing center session on a regular basis are more likely to stay in the school and graduate than students who did not attend tutoring sessions. For the purpose of this speech, I use the Coffee's Community College Tutorial Center as an ideal example. The website of Coffee's Community College provides a lot of information about this tutorial center. Referring to their website, one important mission statement of the tutorial center is their dedication to individualized student attention. The tutors tailor their approach to meet everyone's diverse needs. Another helpful service is to get assistance with technology. In college, technology is necessary at every step of the way, especially within the context of a stay-at-home pandemic. This tutorial center offers tutoring services in math, science, communication, American Sign Language, online and in group setting. In addition, writing tutors can assist with written assignment from brainstorm and researching to proofreading and using the correct citation format. Currently, with the physical tutorial center being close to the COVID-19 pandemic, all tutoring services have been moved to online platform, increasing accessibility for students. Whether you are students or professors, we should all take advantage of these wonderful and free resources of the tutorial center. At first, many ESL students might feel that they already invest so much time into their education that attending additional tutoring sessions can seem daunting. If this is what you're thinking, I urge you to shift your perspective. Consider how much people are willing to pay for one-on-one tutoring sessions, and then compare that to what your school is charging you. Nothing. In addition, at the tutorial center, you're surrounded by people who are strong in their academic fields and in writing in general, and their sole purpose is to help you. For professor, it is safe to say that almost every one of you has at least one ESL student. It can be frustrating to expect a highly quality essay from all of your students, knowing your ESL student will struggle with it. The best way is to refer your ESL student to the tutorial center so that they get assistance with your assignments. You can even ask the tutor to write a summary of this session with your student, so you have a better idea of the effort your student is applying and how you can best support him or her. Finally, for non-ESL students, I encourage you to seek the tutoring support tool. Think back on the last assignment you completed that confused you from beginning to end. Wouldn't it be nice to have someone take a look at the instruction, help you brainstorm and organize some ideas, and ensure that you are accomplishing what your professor wants to see? On the other hand, if you feel like you really do not need tutoring, then maybe you should apply those strong academic skills to a new part-time job as a tutor at your school. It is convenient, looks good on your resume, and can only further strengthen your knowledge and skills. As you can see, there is potential for all of us to get more involved in our school's tutorial center, and there are a great reason to do so. Slide. In conclusion, college students of all backgrounds, languages, and more face significant challenges while attending school. Whether ESL or non-ESL college students, both have the potential to greatly benefit from college tutorial centers. This benefit include a tangible increase in grade, as well as a social or community support network within an academic context. If you have never attended a tutoring session, challenge yourself to do so right now and see how much the quality of your schoolwork improves. Slide. So today, if you are a college student, I highly recommend attending at least one tutoring session just to see how helpful it can be. In contrast, perhaps you might think about tutoring at your school, gain the invaluable experience, and help someone who needs it. And if you are a professor, please send your student to the tutorial center. Some professors make it a requirement or offer extra credit. You can see your student will improve. When professor, tutors, and students work along together, they will improve the value of their college community. Thank you.